Hi, preschool friends. You might notice that things look different behind me than all the other circle times I've done this year. Because behind me was usually the rainbow, the mixed up rainbow. We had yellow in September, orange in October, brown in November, red in December, and now in January we have black and white. I don't have that rainbow behind me anymore. And that's because I'm at home. I'm at home. There's somebody in my house who has COVID-19. They are not very sick. They had their vaccination, and I think that's helping make their symptoms less. So they're not very sick, but there's COVID-19 at my house, so we are staying home because we aren't so sick we have to go to the doctor. We're staying home so that we don't give those COVID-19 germs anywhere else. So that's what's happening here. So I couldn't bring that whole rainbow home because it was stuck to the wall. But Miss Brenda got all of the things we need to be able to give you circle time from my house. So no, she could not bring all of the rainbow pieces from the wall, but she could bring the calendar. And she brought a certain bell. The colors of the month are black and white. But I asked Miss Brenda, don't bring the white and black bell. Instead, bring this color bell. If you're looking at the screen, and if you're able to see it, you might know what color this is. The orange bell? There is a certain reason we're using an orange bell today. It's not October. It's still January. We aren't having orange be the new color. It's not Orange Day for a class. There's some other reason we're using this bell, and I'll tell you after I ring it. So friends, when you hear the bell ring, it's time for circle time. When you hear the bell ring, I will start circle time. Circle time, circle time. Now it is time for circle time. If you're looking at the screen, watch my finger, because I'm going to point to the reason why I brought the orange bell. That is the letter O. The color orange starts with O. Friends, look, I even have real oranges at my house. I have one real orange that's kind of bigger like this. And I have another orange that's smaller like this. I want you to see if you're able to know what I'm talking about when I say that there are little bumps where the stem used to be. There's like a little tiny hole where the stems were. That has something to do with our alphabet project today. So, here it is. This is my bag for the alphabet project. And today there's a special note on it. Save for circle time. Look, friends, that's supposed to be me. I drew that picture and pretending that was me on a screen. And I am on a screen for circle time. And, I have a little piece of tape because I'm going to hang this up to do my work. But, friends, that is not part of the alphabet project, but that is something that we're going to talk about later. Hey, the package is even orange. That makes sense. And then, friends, okay, there's one piece that we're going to need. And then there are two more tiny pieces in here. They're so tiny that my little fingers are having to work hard to get them. Okay, here it is. I have a little green piece. And then, friends, there's a little tinier brown piece. So let me get this up. I don't need this side because this is already stuck on here. So I'll leave that there and I'll use this side. So there's my little spot. I'm going to tape it up there so that you can see the work I'm doing when I'm doing it. The very first thing that I'm going to do is get the glue stick, glue all over this orange circle. This is already the O shape. If all I was doing was trying to make the letter O on a paper, I would be done because it's a circle with a hole in the middle. So if I was drawing it, I would just have to make a circle shape. That's the letter O. But I'm going to glue it on. So I'm going to get some glue stick, glue to go around all the edges. And then I'll turn it over. And it doesn't really matter where I put it, somewhere in the middle, because the letter is done. And really, it's already matching the letter O because it's orange. But I'm going to make it very realistic. I'm thinking about the real oranges. I'm thinking about this, friends. That little hole right there, that little part that goes in, that is where that orange was connected to the tree. This orange grew on a tree. This orange grew on a tree. And this is where the stem was. Just like on an apple, when some of you have talked about apples before, how apples have a stem way up high in the apple tree. Two little apples smiled at me. Well, I could say that about an orange. Way up high in the orange tree, two little oranges smiled at me. Oh, there's my stem. I'm putting it right on the top, pretending that the branch is here. So I shook that orange tree as hard as I could. Down came the oranges. They were good. And there's the little leaf part with the glue on the back. And you could put the leaf on this side. You could put the leaf on this side. It's just a clue that this is supposed to be an orange that was growing on a tree. So the leaf was still there as a reminder. Oh yeah, that was from a tree and that's the stem. So the branch would be here. Gently pick the orange and then you'd be having it ready to eat. This that was in with the orange project, this is not an orange. The color is orange, but this is not orange food, is it? These are orange cheesy chips, kind of like a treat snack for me. And this bag is orange, and so that's how it matches. So the word orange is a color, and it's also a fruit. We have an orange fruit, an orange bag of chips. That's what we're going to do today. And friends, we're going to do some practice in our journal. I have this bag today. This is different too, but this bag says we'll use this in Circle Time and Zoom School. Am I at Zoom School right now? No. Am I at Circle Time right now? Yes. And so I'm going to use this. Open it up. And I know what I need out of here. I need my journal paper, and friends, there's something new in here for me that I'm using first. A new orange smelly marker. An orange smelly marker so that when I do my journal work today and I try to make some O shapes, it'll smell orange marker. I wonder what it smells like. I kind of think oranges, because usually when I see these smelly markers, they smell like all the fruits. Like pink was strawberry, red was cherry, green was apple, yellow was lemon, orange is orange. So we're going to put that up here next to that orange, and then I'm going to show you how I can make some O shapes and how I can turn one of the O shapes into the orange. So I'm putting my paper, my journal paper today, I took out and I'm going to put it up there so you can see it. And I cannot wait. First thing you're going to see me do though is smell the orange marker. Friends, that does not smell like an orange. I thought it was going to be an orange marker. Put on my glasses so I can read about it. Mr. Sketch, scented marker, okay. Limited edition, that means it's special. Friends, I had a surprise. Kind of like a funny trick joke. The orange markers do not smell like orange. Let me show you what they smell like. So if I was gonna make an orange like that, I'll tell you that this orange marker does not smell like an orange. It smells like spicy cheese. It smells like cheese, like nacho cheese, like chips or like dip. The company on purpose made a limited edition, a special smelling marker to smell like cheese, which means it kind of matches this. It does not match this. I really thought, okay, cool, I got an orange smelly marker. That's going to smell like oranges. It did not smell like oranges. It smelled like a bag of chips. It's still orange. So I kind of started making the letter O. Let me get out my cheesy marker smell. When I made the orange shape, I first made O. Then when I made that sign to cross it out, I made O. But when I made the cheese shape, I did not make letter O. Does that make sense to you? This is O. This is O. This is not the letter O. When I make a square, that did not turn it to be the letter O. But these are letter O's. Little circle shapes are O's. And if you want to make a lowercase O, like capital and lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, all you have to do is make a smaller one. When you're looking in books, and if I was going to talk about the name Olivia, like one of my preschool friends, she starts with O. She has a big O at the beginning of her name. And then if I was going to talk about another word, like the word go, and I'm going to spell it in lowercase, it's a little O. So no matter what type of circle you make, you're making the letter O. That's what you can do in your journal work. The other challenge you can do, if you really want to get yourself some challenges, is to find a bigger O that you've made and then try to make smaller O's in it, like this. Now I'm going to try to make another one inside. I did it. Hey, that kind of matches that. And now I'm going to try to make a smaller one in it. Oh boy, I did. And you can go smaller and smaller and smaller and see how many O shapes you can make in rings inside of each other. That's our letter O. I wrote the letter go. That is a clue for a story time next. In this same bag where I got out that marker that I thought would smell like an orange, and then it surprised me and my eyebrows got crinkly because I was confused and it smelled like cheese. In that bag, I also have this paper. There's an O in the middle of that word. And I'm going to use this to help you learn about a story of something that happened at our preschool. And I'm going to first have to make something. This is already made. I'll save that because I need it. And then I'm going to show you I have part of a box. And I'm going to use this bit of a cardboard and my sharp grown-up teacher scissors to turn this into a little boat. I said O in the middle. I didn't say bite. I said boat. I didn't say beat. I said boat. There's an O in the middle. So I'm going to turn this into a boat. Because at our preschool, we have a little rocking boat. And at our preschool, children can sit in the boat. So like one person can sit over here and one person can sit over here, and then they hold on in the middle and then they ride the boat back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I got this boat made, and now I have two people drawings that I made earlier, and I've taped them on the back. And this is for me to be able to now tell you the story of two friends and this boat and a misunderstanding they had. One of these friends is feeling quite confused. One of these friends is feeling quite frustrated. And let me tell you why. So they were on the preschool rocking boat and everything was going fine. And they were rocking, 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 rocking. And this friend said, go a little faster. So this friend went a little bit faster. And then this friend said, no, go a little faster. And this friend said, I am going a little faster. And this friend said, no, go a little faster. And this friend said, I am going a little faster. I'm speeding up. I'm going a little faster. And this friend says, no, go a little faster. And it was going back and forth and back and forth. This friend was feeling confused. This friend was staying feeling more and more frustrated and worried. Their hands were pressing so hard on the handle of the boat so they didn't fall. When they kept saying, go a little faster. I am going a little faster. No, go a little faster. I am going a little faster. They stopped. I was able to come over and say, it seems like you are frustrated and a little bit scared. It seems like you are confused. That was right. And here's the issue. When the boat was moving, they were both holding onto the handle so hard, talking, using their eyebrows and their eyes to give some feeling messages, and they were still having a misunderstanding. But when the boat stopped, then these two friends were able to take their hands off the boat. And this friend said, I said, go a little faster. And the other friend said, I know, I was going a little faster. I don't understand. And the other friend said, I wanted to go a little faster. A little faster. Do you see what happened? This friend meant don't go as fast, go a little faster. He meant go less fast, slow down. So that's what this is for. We made these then. This says to go slower. O in the middle. Go slower. And then if the boat was going slower and someone wished that it would be sped up, then they could show the green signs that said, go faster. That was the way that they figured it out. So friends, that's what we can do. When we're trying to communicate with somebody and tell somebody what we want or need, and they don't understand, we can show them in a different way with our face. Our eyes, our eyebrows can really give an indication of how we might be feeling. And then the cool thing is that when the boat stopped and they could use their arms and their hands to communicate further, that was helpful for me to understand. I didn't know what that friend meant when they kept saying, I want to go a little faster. I want to go a little faster. I thought it meant I want to go a little bit faster, speed up, speed up. But then when the friend used their hands to say a little faster, that helped me know it's like slow down, or calm down. That helped me. And then I could say, oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. And the other friend could say, oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you for letting me know what you want. People can do that with words, with actions, with making noises. Do you hear that little crinkly thumping sound? Did we have something crinkly earlier today? I'm thinking about that bag of chips, and friends, look. There is somebody jumping on this bag of chips right now. Goodbye, goat got to come back. Goodbye, goat, you are stomping on those chips. It must be that he doesn't like them and he's trying to break them. Is that what you're doing, goodbye, goat? Oh, he's saying no, that's not what he's doing? Well, goodbye, goat. Then why were you stomping on them? Oh, friends, look, he's not stomping anymore. Look, he's trying to communicate with us. He's trying to tell us and show us what he wants. You know what? Maybe since he's really trying to get that edge of that bag, goodbye, goat, are you trying to open them? Yes! Goodbye, goat likes them. He's trying to open them. Do you wish you could be eating them? That's what it is, friends. Goodbye, goat is trying to get the bag open. I misunderstood. I thought that when Goodbye Goat was jumping on these, I thought he was trying to be like kind of fussy about it. I'm like, I'm going to break these. I don't like orange chips. I'm going to break these and then nobody could eat them. That's not what he was trying to communicate. He was trying to show us and get our attention that he wanted the bag open. So Goodbye Goat, let's open them. Now, we've got a couple of ways that you can open a chip bag. Some of you know about at preschool. Sometimes we have scissors and then you can cut. So then you can rip it open. Sometimes you can cut so that the whole top can come off. But there's another way. If you don't have scissors and if you don't have a way to tear it open because it's not working for you, pinch the edges. Pinch the sides of a bag. You just pinch with all your might. Squeeze and pinch it, and then you're going to pull it apart. And sometimes very quickly it'll open. Other times you'll have to wiggle it, but keep pulling and pinching and pulling, and then the top can open. And then the chips are open. Let's pretend Goodbye Goat really does eat. Oh, Goodbye Goat. Look, your whole face got in there, Goodbye Goat. You must really be happy about those orange cheese chips, Goodbye Goat. Hey, friends, there was something else, the other food we had today with Circle Time. Something that grows on a tree but is not an apple. Something that starts with O. The orange. Goodbye Goat, do you like oranges as well? Let's pretend that Goodbye Goat says, yes, I do. Well, look at this, friends. Goodbye Goat has an orange where the stem used to be. Goodbye Goat has orange chips. And I've got one more thing Goodbye Goat could go in. That reminds me of talking and communicating with each other, figuring out the things. Goodbye Goat, would you like to take a turn in the boat? Yes, he would. So I'm going to let these friends come out. Thank you, friend, who worked hard to understand. And this friend. Thank you, friend, for working hard to communicate what you wanted and needed. And friends, look. Goodbye Goat. Okay, Goodbye Goat wants to keep, I'm pretending, remember, that Goodbye Goat likes these things. I'm going to pretend he wants to keep his chips and his orange in the boat with him. So I've got to move him over here. And Goodbye Goat. There you go, sweetie pie. Thank you, Goodbye Goat, for using your body and your head gestures to help us understand what you wanted. And friends, you do that. When you're trying to tell somebody what you want or need, if they don't understand you, just keep talking or show them. Find a way for them to understand what you mean. Maybe you could scribble a picture about it. Maybe you could go point to where the thing is. Maybe you can give another story about it. Misunderstandings will happen, and if we keep working at it, it feels really satisfying to understand what the other person meant. So, friends, we hope you have a wonderful day, friends. Thank you for coming to Circle Time.